All right, everybody, here we are at Lab Haven Farms, finishing up the Barndominium, and Tony's gonna go through and explain to us what he did with these beautiful walls. Tony, what'd you do with the walls?
So this is tundra spruce. It has a bead on one side and it's flat on the other. We reversed it for the ceiling and used the flat for the walls. This is stacked all the way to the top, nailed in through the tongues into the studs. You can mount anything you want to this.
Wow.
We came in on the sides, just used 1x4s here, kept it going with a nice cabin look. Butt joints, no miters. It's not gonna draw up, leave you some gaps right there. It's gonna end up looking nice for a long time. Finished all the corners out, that's folded. It's the same on both sides. Went ahead and hung some crown. The same thing, we come down to the floor, base, and then we used cut instead of quarter round. We used cut 1x4s into 3/4 by 3/4 inch strips to keep that square cabin look.
Now this wood, this is just off the shelf wood from Lowe's, is that right?
Yes, sir, it is.
So it was pretty cost effective, and obviously you did a very good job at it as well. Let's look at the cabinets real quick. Let me back up here a second, get a good look at the cabinets. Now, these cabinets look like they match perfectly. And these cabinets, I remember you saying, are actually off the shelf cabinets from Lowe's as well.
Yes, sir, this is the Denver series from Lowe's. You can get any size you need over there. You just go pick them up, put them in, get everything level, set them to your 18-inch height right there. We also went in with a butcher block countertop, stained it, and then did a backsplash around the entire thing as well.
Absolutely amazing. Well, I can't wait to see the final pictures of it. We'll post those later. Thank you. So Tony, the next thing we want to talk about is these floors. These floors look like beautiful hardwood floors. They look to be very expensive floors and are delicate. Tell us a little bit about the floors you have down for us.
So these are SmartCore. They have a normal LVP and something called the Naturals. The Naturals is a veneered wood. Gives you a nice wood finish. Very tough, it's waterproof, they click together, easy to install. This is a product from Lowe's, right off the shelf. You can order more expensive stuff, wait for it to come in, but the problem with that I usually end up finding is when something's shipped, you end up with a few damaged boxes. You end up short, you have to wait for more material to come in. With something like Lowe's, you can just go grab more. If one Lowe's doesn't have one product, you drive, what, 20 miles to another Lowe's, they'll more than likely have it on the shelf.
So this is kind of amazing. Almost all the products in the Barndominium you actually purchased off the shelf from Lowe's, but it looks like you took them and turned them into basically artwork.
Yes, it's all about how it's installed.
So looking at the spruce walls, it looks like a custom spruce design, but this was off the shelf from Lowe's. Looking at the cabinets, the same thing. It looks like $1 million cabinet, but this is also off the shelf from Lowe's. Absolutely amazing. It's also amazing how you could just take all these things that came from off the shelf and you turned it into beautiful artwork. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Thank you. This was a blast to work on. Absolutely.
Well, we can't wait to see the finished product when everything's all polished up and cleaned up. Tony, this is the bathroom in the Barndominium, and the walls look to be a beautiful cedar. You can definitely has that nice odor to it. Tell us what you did with this.
So we've got cedar going through the bathroom and into the closet. Cedar keeps pests away from clothes, so we're going to keep that unsealed in here to keep that cedar smell out in the open.
And it does smell good.
When we come out into here, this is a high moisture area, bathroom, shower. So what's going to happen is you take showers, it's going to get hot. Wood's going to naturally want to soak that up. So we've gone through and sealed everything with the water locks. It keeps the original cedar color, keeping with the trend of everything. We carry the trim through here from the other room to frame out the natural cedar look. We've also got an awesome little repurposed cabinet here. Friend Hal, he makes these things out of repurposed wood, keep with that nice lumber look, you know, cabin look to it.
Now, this wood here is repurposed. Do you know exactly where the wood's from?
Pallets. Pallets is where it's from. He rips them down, cuts them down, mills it, gets it all together. I mean, this thing is solid.
Wow.
It's a nice shelf.
And it looks like he also made some other things for the apartment too here, it looks like.
Little towel rack right here, blanket rack.
Yeah. And I remember he also made, I think there's an end table that he's made as well. Let's go see one of his other end tables here. He also made some tables to go on the Barndominium as well. So it looks pretty nice. And this is all repurposed wood. All right, Tony's just about to install the ladder. This is a custom built ladder that he designed and made himself. And he did some awesome work with it and just about to do the finish mounting. Let's see here. Drill that to some studs. We'll get the handrails done and give everybody a video of the final shot later on. Now, how many do you have? Do you have 4 or 2 up there?
2 for now. 2 for now. We gotta get
Okay.
another pack of screws. So we'll
Tell us about the ladder. How did you build this ladder?
2x10s, 2x8s.
So 2x10s and the 2x8s.
These are Timberlock structural screws.
Okay.
Marked everything out so that everything is about 2 inches this way, 3 inches this way. Centered everything up. Found the angle just from leaning the board against it.
All right.
Back braced it with a cleat in the back.
And you custom made those mounts. It
Yeah.
looks like. Yeah.
Everything.
So everything was
bit.
all measured out and custom made by you.
Yep.
That is phenomenal.
Thank you, sir.